All right, Harmony Science Academy Math 6th grade students. We are wrapping up our CBA6 overview and moving on to CBA7. Okay, um, we'll sprinkle it throughout the next couple of days. CBA6, so we can wrap it up, but we'll be looking at CBA7 material. Okay, we're gonna adjust our approach because of what we've learned from CBA6. Okay, so anyways, question 7 from CBA6 is very, very powerful. So I'm going to spend some time here for your notes. So let's go ahead and get into it. Selena had a math homework. She turned it in. 2 out of the 5 that she submitted were correct. Which are the correct ones, right? Which are the 2 correct ones? So again, this is just worth having in your notes. So let's look at this first one. You guys know that this exponent here, that looks black, that's weird. Okay, so you've got your base and your exponent. Okay, you have to really understand or appreciate that you already understand that this base with this exponent, okay, they're communicating to each other or to you really. And this is saying, hey, go ahead and multiply this base times itself this many times. So there's the base times itself twice. Okay? Which means this one is wrong. All right, now let's go to B. Okay, you guys are pretty awesome at knowing that any base with exponent 0 will give you the result of 1. Okay? So that one's correct. Let's go to C. Okay? Do you guys know this stuff? But this was a trap, and a lot of you guys fell into it. So let's be careful. Okay? You guys know the base, the exponent, that relationship. Okay? So what happened on this one? Here you have a negative being multiplied to a 4. Okay? And then with exponent, PEMDAS would tell you to do the exponent. So for your notes, real important, basically you're saying, hey, should I do the multiplication first or the exponent? And we're going to put some parentheses to make it obvious that, hey, I should be dealing with this part first, right? PEMDAS says do the exponents. So then I'll multiply the negative second, so that means this is 4 times 4. Now I'm doing it the long-winded with a lot of details so you can see why, okay? So if you look at it this way, then you've got negative being multiplied, which is later. Why? Because we must do parentheses first. So we have negative, and inside we have 16. Now we can multiply the negative, which simply gives us negative 16. So this one is wrong, okay? This might take some time to really process. That's okay. Put it in your notes, and we'll continue the discussion on that one. Okay, let's look at D. D, we have a base with an exponent. Okay, what is the base? You know it, but you don't have the confidence or the experience. But the base is everything down here, right? It's the parentheses negative 5. So this is communicating to you, hey, take the base and multiply it times itself twice. So what's the base? This. Multiply it times itself how many times? Twice. Okay, so now we have a negative times a negative, which is positive. 5 times 5 is 25. And we're done. So this one's correct. Okay. And lastly, E. Guess what? They really want to know if we understand bases and exponents. So let's look at this careful. Now we know 2 out of 5 are correct, so there's the 2. This one must be incorrect, but let's go slow. Okay, here's the base, exponent. So that's going to be okay. Now some of you guys have forgotten the properties of exponents, right? Here's the shortcut. You can just multiply the numbers 2 times 4, 2, which is 4, and then you count the total places the decimal moves. So here's 1, here's 2, so you would move it twice. Okay, 1, 2, and you get 0.04, making this incorrect. Now we're going to have to review and practice this, but, okay, I want to give you evidence that this is indeed the correct answer, right? 4 hundredths. So what you guys can do, okay, for evidence in your notes, is turn this into a fraction, right? This is 2 tenths squared, which means this is the base, 2 tenths, okay, times itself, 2 times, and this you guys know how to do really awesome. 2 times 2 is 4, 10 times 10 is 100, so we get 4 hundredths, which is the same as this answer. Okay, again, some of this might take a little time. Put it in your notes, and as we move along, we'll review this to give you more practice. Okay, appreciate your time, guys.